Welcome back, children. Our new topic is historians and their sources. Children, historians uses different sources to study the past. You know, the different sources like manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. You have learnt about these different types of sources in 6th standard. Just recall it, children. What are manuscripts? Manuscripts are books that were written long ago. And what are inscriptions? Inscriptions are writings on a hard surface like stone and metal. Okay. Then what are archaeology? Archaeology means the physical remains of the past like coins, monuments, buildings, stone, etc. Okay, these different sources help historians to study the past. Now, let us see how historians study the past with the help of different sources. Historians use different sources to study the past. Example, coins, monuments, inscriptions, manuscripts, textual records, etc. And historians use these different sources to study about the medieval period. They use the sources depending upon their period of study and their nature of study. Okay, they use the various types of sources according to the period of study and according to the nature of their investigation. Now, during the medieval period, the number and variety of textual records increased considerably. Okay, during the medieval period, the number of textual records, like manuscripts, increased considerably, and they gradually replaced the other available sources of information during the medieval period. Okay, children. So, what happened during the medieval period? During the medieval period, the number of textual records or the manuscripts increased dramatically, and slowly they replaced the other available sources of studying the medieval period. Okay. Now, during that period, paper became cheaper and widely available. So, what happened? Paper became very cheaper and widely available, and people used paper to write holy texts, chronicles of rulers, teachings of saints and judicial records, and they used paper to write historical records. And these manuscripts were collected by the wealthy people, then the temples and monasteries of that time. Who collected these manuscripts? These manuscripts were collected by the wealthy people and monasteries, then temples. Okay, and they were kept in libraries and archives. Children, because these manuscripts are very valuable, so they were kept in the archives and libraries. These manuscripts and documents provide a lot of information about the medieval period to the historians. But these manuscripts were difficult to use. You know why? Historians face many problems when they studied these manuscripts. Okay, because the information written in these manuscripts had changed over the years. Now, let us see how was it happened. Children, there was no printing press in those days. There was no printing press in those days. So, scribes copied the manuscript. Who were scribes, children? You know who are scribes? Person who know to read and write is called a scribe, and they were copywriters at that time. So the scribes copied the manuscripts by hand because there were no printing press. Children, suppose you are copying your friend's notes, okay children, and you find a word or sentence difficult to understand, then what will you do? You will guess it and then write, isn't it children? The same thing happened to the scribes also. Okay, copying was not an easy job for the scribes. Okay, so they also made some small changes in the copies. A word, a sentence, like that they changed. Sometimes they couldn't understand the handwriting of the other author. So they made change, they guessed and wrote the words or sentences. Naturally, many changes occurred in the copy. So they made many changes because children, during this time there were, children, you can see a picture of a scribe. See, this is a painting of a scribe who is copying a manuscript. Okay, this painting is very small. This painting is very small in size. So this painting is called a miniature painting. Very famous. Miniature paintings are very famous paintings. Then you can see two different styles of handwriting. Okay, this handwriting is called, children, this is these two handwritings are different styles of handwriting in Arabic and Persian. Okay, this is called Nastaliq handwriting, and this is more easy to understand. Okay, because this is more cursive and it is easy to understand, whereas this is this handwriting is called Shikaste. Okay, and this is more denser. This handwriting is more denser and it is difficult for the scribes to understand. Okay, so different kinds of handwriting made the reading of manuscripts difficult. Okay children, so scribes copied the manuscript by hand and sometimes they introduced small changes in the manuscript copies. These changes grew over centuries of copying. These changes became larger over centuries of copying, and the copies of the same manuscript became different from each other. The copies of the same manuscript became substantially different from each other. So that was really a serious problem to the historians because we rarely get the original manuscripts of the author. We rarely get the original manuscripts of the author. So this is a serious problem to the historians because historians are totally dependent upon the copies because we rarely get the manuscripts. So historians are totally dependent upon the copies of the manuscripts. So they need to, historians have to read the different manuscript versions of the same text. Okay, they need to read the different manuscript versions of the same text to guess what the author had originally written. So that is really a problem to the historians. Then sometimes authors revise their chronicles at different times. For example, Ziauddin Barani, a 14th century chronicler, wrote his first chronicle in 1356. Okay, he wrote his first chronicle in 1356 and another version 2 years later. He wrote his first chronicle in 1356, Ziauddin Barani. Who was the chronicler, children? 14th century chronicler? Ziauddin Barani, and he wrote his first chronicle in 1356 and later after 2 years he wrote the next version, and these two differ from each other. These two chronicles differ from each other, but historians didn't know about the first existence of the first version. Historians didn't know about the existence of the first version. They didn't find out the first version, and so they couldn't read it, and it was lost in the libraries until 1960s. Okay, it was lost in the library until 1960. Children, these are the difficulties that the historian face when they use manuscripts. Okay children, is this topic clear to you? Okay, now you have to go through the topic, page number 4, 5 and 6. Okay children, you want to study the terms like archives, then manuscripts, okay, then scribes. Okay, you must remember the names of the chronicler Ziauddin Barani. Okay, you must underline all this and go through the textbook exercise also. Okay children, which is given in page number 14. Okay, so thank you children.